I'd argue to say that we've never been more unsure of Nintendo coming into a year than 2021. Obviously, we really don't know much. We know of new Pokemon Snap and a port of 3D World. That's essentially it coming into this year. But not only that, we just had probably the weirdest year for the video game industry ever. With COVID-19 ravaging through 2020, we don't know what was delayed. Will 2021 have not a lot of stuff because they couldn't work on the games they were going to release? Or did a bunch of 2020 games get delayed? And will we get a ton of games because, 2021 is just going to be where those games end up? We really don't know, and that's why talking about 2021 for Nintendo is so interesting. It literally could go anywhere. I already made a video talking about what I think would be the best possible 2021 and what I think would be the worst possible 2021. However, now I want to give my actual predictions. This is what I think we legitimately will get. Speaking of 2021, our goal is to hit 250,000 subscribers this year. Obviously, that's a really hard goal, but we're gonna work our hardest, and if everyone who watched the channel subscribed, we'd be there literally within like a couple of days. Starting off with January is already almost over. Yeah, there's really not going to be much going on this month. I literally have nothing to say here. February, once again, is pretty straightforward. We're getting the awesome release of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, but besides that, no other games are releasing. We are getting, however, a Pokemon Direct. This will be at the end of the month towards Pokemon Day and will be a big showcase because this is Pokemon's 25th anniversary. This Direct will focus on 4 total games. One is the Pokemon Master Collection, a collection of the first 3 generations of games, all updated with online play and Pokemon Home compatibility. The next one is new Pokemon Snap, releasing in April. That will be followed up by the Pokemon Unite news that no one will really care about, and despite getting made fun of on Twitter, that game will go on to be insanely popular. Last thing they cover in this Direct is the coveted Gen 4 remakes. We won't get any gameplay, but they'll play a super nostalgic trailer and reveal the titles to be Pokemon... I actually don't know what the titles will be. I feel like they're running out of words to put before the titles. Like, I literally don't know. After Alpha and Omega are like, let's go. I really don't know what they're gonna do with Diamond and Pearl. Let me know your naming suggestions down below, because I really just have no idea. Jumping into March, we will get a Nintendo Direct that goes over pretty much everything else for this year. Nintendo might classify it as a mini Direct for no apparent reason, because they apparently like to do that. That Pokemon Masters collection will also release in March as well. Speaking of Pokemon, April will have new Pokemon Snap and a brand new Smash Bros. Fighter. Crash Bandicoot will join the fray. May is going to be a huge month for Nintendo. It'll be the start of the Legend of Zelda anniversary. We will get some sort of Zelda collection. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be though. My hope is that we get Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, and Skyward Sword HD all in one package. However, knowing Nintendo, they're more likely to sell all 3 of those games at $60 a piece. Regardless, we get some cool Zelda remaster stuff in May, and Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition launches that month as well. Given that that game is very graphically intensive, it will be the main title they use to push the Nintendo Switch Pro, launching also in May. Hopping into June, we're getting a simple WarioWare game. It's essentially just going to be a spiritual successor to WarioWare Gold, where it's just like we get a ton of different WarioWare minigames, or micro games if you will, and for some reason they don't take really good advantage of the Joy-Con, despite the fact that that could work perfectly. In July, we have a brand new Donkey Kong game. I don't know if this is going to be the 3rd Donkey Kong Country game in kind of the post-Rare trilogy, or if we're getting a different type of Donkey Kong game, like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, or Barrel Blast, or maybe even Donkey Kong 64, the remake that will never happen but truly needs to happen. I don't know, some sort of Donkey Kong game coming in July. In August, we don't really have any new games, but Ryu from Ninja Gaiden will jump into Smash. Hopping into September, we're getting a Mario spin-off game. There's 2 different games I think this could be, and one I'm heavily leaning towards. The one that I think it's going to be is Mario Golf. I've said it before, I'd rather pretty much any other sport than Mario Golf. I mean, we already got tennis. Golf is just not interesting to me. I really want a Mario Hoops, Mario Strikers, Mario Sluggers, but I think we're going to get golf this September. However, it's possible we get a new Super Mario Party in September. I just don't really see it happening this soon. I know Mario Party used to be like almost an annual franchise, but Super Mario Party is still selling well, and given that that game is just such a like blatant cash grab, I feel like they're gonna wait until it completely plateaus. Hopping into October, we get The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. It will have some name that is relatively similar to the first game, whether it's like Curse of the Wild or something like that. and overall it'll be really enjoyed. However, whether or not it's better than the first game is up to debate. On top of that, Nintendo will be pushing this game heavily with the Nintendo Switch Pro, and we may even get a custom console bundle of the Switch Pro and Breath of the Wild 2 to hit before Black Friday / the holiday season. November, we get those Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, and while there's less controversy than in the original Sword and Shield release, there will still be a fair amount of controversies here, and I'm gonna list them off right now. Okay, first thing that they're going to do is they're going to add in a wild area to this game. Now, my personal opinion is that they're going to make the base game like very, very normal-esque. It's going to be, essentially a straight port of Diamond and Pearl, is just like up-resed and stuff. Obviously, stuff looks better on the Switch, so it's not really a port, more of a remake, but you know what that is. It's just like literally taking the game and then putting it on Switch and making it look nice. However, when it comes to the distortion world, they're going to go absolutely nuts with this one. They are going to make this like a huge, giant open world. They're going to take everything they learned, not only from the wild area of Sword and Shield, but from both the Crown Tundra and the Isle of Armor in the Sword and Shield expansion pass. They're going to make this open world super, super cool, and it's going to be really, really awesome, and definitely the best open world that Pokemon has done just ever. However, unfortunately, a lot of people are still not going to be having this at all because A, this game will not bring back the national decks. On top of that, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are known for having a legitimately good story. Like, it's not, Final Fantasy-esque, but it's pretty damn interesting. Everything from Team Galactic to Cyrus, I mean, it's definitely a lot more dramatic than past Pokemon games. Like, obviously, my favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Sapphire. In that game, Team Aqua is trying to flood the entire world. That sounds dramatic, but I mean, you got like Aqua leader Archie, like they're kind of played as like comedic effect for half of the game. It's not really anything super crazy going on there. However, Cyrus is literally a badass. Like he is so cool, and unfortunately I think that and Team Galactic are going to be toned down a lot in this game. Pokemon has always targeted kids, but over the years they have obviously embraced that more, in my opinion, and I think that they're definitely not going to be as kind of gung-ho in the story, and that's going to piss a lot of people off. So unlike Pokemon Sword and Shield, the main controversy to this game is not going to be on the technical aspect of it, but more of the creative choices the Game Freak decides to make behind the scenes. At least that's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't know, I don't want there to be controversy in this game. Obviously, this video is just what I think will happen, and I think there's no way these games come out and aren't, shrouded in a little bit of controversy. Hope I'm wrong, obviously. I love the original Diamond and Pearl. I don't know too much about them, so I'm excited to jump back into them again. I just, that's just my overall thoughts on it, because there's going to be some sort of controversy. I think most people can agree on that, as unfortunate as it is. Jumping into December with not only the last month of the year and the last piece of news for Nintendo, but the last Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter, we get Doom Guy. Obviously, in terms of gore and blood, it is toned down tremendously from the actual Doom games, but he will still look incredibly out of place. He will look kind of like Snake, and yeah, that's honestly what I think we're getting for Nintendo's 2021. In my opinion, that'll be a lot better than 2020. There will be a lot more new games, a slight over-reliance on the big three being Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. However, to be honest, that's kind of to be expected, especially considering that Zelda and Pokemon were both celebrating anniversaries this year. We also got unique Smash Bros. Fighters and stuff like Xenoblade Chronicles X to keep everyone else happy. With that out of the way, let me know if you think this is realistic or not down in the comments below. Obviously, I think it's realistic. I think this is, along the lines of what's going to happen, but there's really no saying with Nintendo, so let me know your predictions down there as well. On top of that, if you made it this far and aren't already subscribed to the channel, just press one button. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't like the content, and it helps out the channel absolutely tremendously. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm Thomas from the Switched Up, signing off. Peace.